Hey folks, I wanted to take a minute to speak specifically to people who are interested in prepping, who watch prepping videos, read a lot about it, but haven't actually taken the plunge into active prepping yet. I had a conversation just the other night with a friend of mine who is not an active prepper, but has a really good situational awareness of the economy, the government, the international situation and all that. And we were talking about the situation going forward into 2016, which is a crucial election year. And I said, geez, it's a good time to start prepping. And he said, you know, yeah, I've had my eye on this 9mm handgun, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, what kind of guns do you have already? And it turns out he's got 3 handguns and a couple of hunting style rifles, a .22, a shotgun, etc. And I wasn't being crass or rude to this guy or anything like that. He's a good guy. But I said, well, you know, what kind of preps could you buy with the $400 that you'd pay for that handgun? You know, how many pounds of rice and beans could you put away? And he said, yeah, you know, you're right. And so, you know, a lot of folks get overwhelmed. They think they should be doing something, but they don't feel they have the money to, and they see all these folks on YouTube and such with their high dollar gear, and it intimidates them. Other folks, it is just tough to fit it in their budget. But look, I really want to push to develop new preppers. I want to help new preppers. I want to get new preppers going, because honestly, I believe that the more people prep, at least get 72 hours worth of stuff that they need for their family to survive, well, the more people that are like that, the less worry we're going to have when things fall apart. All right, so I want to speak to those people today, and I want to tell them that you don't have to do it big dollar. You don't have to own an M4 and a, you know, left-handed flamethrower or whatever the gear of the week happens to be. You just need to start with providing 72 hours worth of supplies for your family. That's water, food, a way to prepare the food, a way to protect the food, and any sundry miscellaneous or hygiene type items that might be essential to you and your family. That's it. 72 hours. Get that under your belt. You can do that from anywhere from $10 a paycheck to $100 a paycheck, whatever you got to spend. Go out there and do it, you know, bottom dollar stuff. You don't have to get the nice stuff. If you've got your daddy's shotgun and that's all you've got, well, build on that. Build around that until you reach a better financial place when the kids are older, or when you pay off X bill or whatever, when you can upgrade that. You don't have to run out and buy an M4 or an AK or something like that to be a prepper and protect your family and provide for your family. All right, the good thing about 72 hours worth of supplies is it's very mobile. I don't want you to think about having to bug out or bug in. Golly, all this new terminology is so confusing. Don't worry about that, because if you get 72 hours worth of supplies put away, that's still a fairly small stockpile of supplies, and it's still fairly mobile. In fact, a lot of people can store that right in their trunk. Anyway, start with the distilled water or the drinking water in the big gallons at the supermarket, and don't go to the high dollar supermarket. Go to the cheapy supermarket and get that stuff. Start with canned food. Canned food is heavy and bulky, but guess what? It doesn't need cooking. You can, if you have to, open that can and eat it cold. You need to find a way to prepare your food. Well, guess what? The very first thing you can do to provide yourself some heat, warmth, food prep, etc., is buy yourself a Bic lighter. Boom, there you go. Sundries, hygiene needs, feminine hygiene needs, toilet papers, baby wipes, medications, prescription meds, very important. Also stockpile copies of your documents. A good way to do this is on a memory stick, but if you're like me, you like to have hard copy backups to all this. Anyway, you can, at $10 a payday, getting paid every 2 weeks, guess what? In 3 months, you are going to have your 72-hour supply. Heck, you could do it even quicker than that. If you don't even have your daddy's shotgun and all you've got is a baseball bat, and you live in some sort of communist state that doesn't allow firearms ownership, well, so be it. You've got a baseball bat. Guess what? A baseball bat is good because it doesn't draw any attention prior to it being used as a defensive weapon. So before things fall apart, it's a baseball bat in your trunk. After things fall apart, it's a weapon that you're brandishing in your hand. Different way of looking at things. This is the down and dirty. If I have some interest in this, over the next few months, we'll take it step by step, and I'll help you through this without spending your life savings on some sort of crazy equipment that you really don't need. Prepping is more about sharing and educating and learning than it is about some sort of lone wolf survivalist thing. So I'm happy for any other preppers, whether they be beginning or intermediate or someone who considers themselves to be advanced, to go ahead and put your comments down here. Quick and easy things that you think that people can do cheaply to get prepping started, to at least get that 72 hours under their belt. Stay safe.